Hello, this is meteorologist Bill Steffen. Thanks for checking in with us today. Windy afternoon coming up. Look for some wind gusts up close to 50 miles an hour at the lakeshore and 45 miles an hour inland. That's probably the big weather story. That and a little bit of freezing rain that we've had here early this morning. So once again, some morning slick spots, but temperatures will rise a little bit above freezing, and road conditions should improve as the precipitation stops and the wind picks up here during the afternoon. Again, gusts to 35 to 45 inland, could be as high as 50 right at the lakeshore. And a bigger storm is headed our way here for the weekend. I think this will be mostly snow, especially to the north of Grand Rapids. And we'll have more on that for you in just a second. Continued cool weather pattern. I don't see anything really warm coming up here over the next couple of weeks or so. Some snow accumulation is certainly possible. Several opportunities for that as temperatures remain on the cool side. And wind chills could reach as cold as 0 to 5 above here come Thursday night. Look at the red color. That is a blizzard warning. You don't get that too often, even here in Michigan. That is for the Keweenaw Peninsula and down toward the Porcupine Mountains. The blizzard warning is for snow accumulations of 2 to 5 inches. Now, that's not much snow for the UP, but it comes along with wind gusts as high as 55 miles an hour. So the combination is going to produce some blowing snow and drifting snow. It could be a real problem. The time of the blizzard warning up there, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Friday early morning. Impacts, whiteout conditions possible, treacherous and potentially life-threatening travel. Slippery road conditions may cause damage to trees. That wind certainly strong enough to do that and lead to some power outages. And again, that's for Keweenaw, Northern Houghton, and Ontonagon counties especially. This is the winter weather advisory that we had in effect here overnight into the early morning. That comes down here mid-morning or so. But again, watch out for some slippery spots early, especially to the south of Grand Rapids. Now, here's the storm that's coming. This is 72-hour snowfall. Now, if this graphic went out to 96 hours, it would show that yellow coming into lower Michigan here just to the north of Grand Rapids. So the darker yellow indicates that those areas right there would be seeing over 8 inches of snow. So that's quite a swath of heavy snow across the Dakotas into Minnesota and Wisconsin. And we're looking at some places north of Grand Rapids, perhaps getting as much as half a foot of snow here Saturday and Saturday night. In the meantime, today's forecast, 37 degrees, low temperature at 24. Windy day. Again, there could be a couple of sprinkles of freezing rain and some wet snow here during the early morning. Winds west 15 to 30 miles an hour. Again, some gusts could reach 40 in inland areas and 45 at the lake. Well, your two times for inclement weather early this morning, but then we kind of dry out for Friday. Could be a smidgen of sunshine, and then the snow comes back Saturday and Saturday night. Tapers off early on Sunday, and then we're dry Sunday afternoon and Monday. No real warm air coming unless you count the 37 for today as being warm. After that, temperatures stay below freezing here much of the following week from this weekend into next week. A couple of interesting notes here. February 6th, some famous birthdays. This person born in 1895 played for the Red Sox, where he was a pitcher for the most part, and also then for the Yankees, briefly for the Braves, and it says right down here was a pitcher and an outfielder. World Series certainly factored in here. The famous birthday is Babe Ruth. George Herman Ruth is one of the first 5 members of the Baseball Hall of Fame. He hit lots of home runs, and many regard him as the best player to ever play the game. And we have another famous birthday for you. This was a president of the United States born on February the 6th. He said, "Life is one grand sweet song, so start the music." He also said, "I've left orders to be awakened at any time in case of a national emergency, even if I'm in a cabinet meeting." Yeah. He did take an occasional nap. 40th President of the United States, that kind of gives it away as to who he is. He was the oldest president ever elected at that time, and that turned out to be Ronald Reagan. He made a weather code, or excuse me, a weather quote. "I did turn 75 today, but remember that's only 24 Celsius." I happened to be driving through Dixon, Illinois, and we stopped at his boyhood home, which was a fairly modest home. He grew up in Illinois. In fact, that's one of my trivia questions. I ask people what president was born in Illinois, and they always answer. A lot of them answer Lincoln. And Lincoln was born in Kentucky, grew up in Indiana, and then moved to Illinois. The president born in Illinois was Reagan. And the other question along the same lines is what president was born in Nebraska? And the answer is Gerald Ford was not born in Grand Rapids. He was raised here in Grand Rapids, but he was born in Omaha, Nebraska. So an interesting picture from daughter number 3. This is from a previous trip. She's traveled all over the place. I can tell by looking at this picture, if I know this is San Juan, Puerto Rico, even if I didn't know that, I know that I'd be looking either east or northeast. And this is a February picture. Really, really a pretty picture with the rainbow there and the cumulonimbus cloud there in the background traveling from left to right, more than likely, or maybe even a little bit toward the shore here. But interesting picture. She had a great time on that trip to Puerto Rico and wants to go back again someday. Well, thanks so much for subscribing here, and we hope you have yourself an absolutely fantastic day. Stay warm out there. Remember, a snowstorm coming here Saturday and Saturday night.